Welcome in for yet another Dodger baseball game as the Dodgers win last night 2-1, trying to keep it going after snapping a 3-game losing streak that stopped them in their tracks in Atlanta after before that winning 6 games in a row. So who are the real Dodgers? Are they ones that beat up on these lesser sub-500 teams, or are they the team that loses to the teams that are equal to them as far as in the won-loss column? That we're going to find out eventually. That's what the playoffs is all about, of course. So good to have you all in here again. Should be another good day of baseball. Last 4 games the Dodgers have played, it has come down to 1 run. They lost all 3 games to the Braves by 1 run, and they win last night by 1 run. So shortly here, we'll have the first pitch underway, and we'll be ready to go for it for Dodger baseball. Dodgers trail the Brewers by 3 games and ahead of the Braves by 1. So both of those teams won last night to keep track with the Dodgers. Let me get the game tracker here now started, which you're all here waiting for. Pretty soon, Ohtani be coming up. The Dodgers lineup's the exact same thing as last night. Ohtani, Freeman, Betts, Muncy, Edman, Tucker, Teoscar, Fiducia, and Thomas. Thomas's only difference, really, Thomas is now 9th. Fiducia was hitting 9th before, so they just flipped Thomas and Fiducia. Monetario goes to the mound with a record of 9-8, a 3.30 ERA. Just about ready to start action here. Let me get this game day up, and it looks like we're ready to go here on the game day. Everything looks good on the feed, and JT's in. Welcome in, JT. Okay, so soon, that is the question. Which is the real Dodgers? Will the real Dodgers come forth, please? In fact, after they lost to the Braves, they got swept by the Braves. They're 2-14 record over the past month against winning teams. And we know what they do with those teams that aren't that good. They swept the Royals, swept the Rockies, swept the Pirates, and here they are, won the first game of the series against the Tigers. Okay, we're back and ready to go now as Ohtani is at the plate. Montero's ready for the first pitch to come right now. First pitch on the way is fastball for a strike. So strike one. Ohtani went 0 for 4 yesterday, struck out twice, trying to redeem himself and get back on that hitting streak. Remember, I said usually if he does well in his first at bat, that'll dictate what he's going to do the rest of the game. This pitch is taken low for ball 1. Doesn't mean he has to get a hit every time to have a good game, but show something other than a weak strikeout or a lazy little fly out. Hit the ball hard. Let's see what he does. Big swing and a miss at the plate. It's now 1-2 at a knuckle curve. Looks like Ohtani's getting closer and closer to being on the mound. In fact, he threw a lot yesterday. They're saying he may be ready to pitch a little bit on Sunday. We'll see how that goes. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Ohtani. Pitch is swung on, foul tipped, and down he goes. Striking out on the changeup. Catcher caught that foul tip. So 1 up, 1 down. He started the game yesterday. He and Freddie Freeman striking out. So it's that first plate appearance. Let's see if Ohtani can get off the deck later in this game. Okay, Freeman now to the plate. Hitting .302, 15 home runs and 62 ribbies. The pitch on the way. Taken for a called strike 1 on the changeup. The 0-1 pitch to Freeman. Swung on a high fly ball waiting there in center field. Right field is Malgeri. He's coming in. He's going to make the catch for out number 2. By the way, for the Tigers, it's the same lineup that they trotted out there yesterday, man for man. Baez is in left, Clark in center, Malgeri in right, Lee at third base, McGonkey at shortstop, Torres at second, Torkelson at first. Only switch is Valencia's now behind the plate. Last night he was the DH. Today he's the catcher and Dingler is the DH. So basically Valencia and Dingler change places. Pitch to Betts is a strike. And on the mound is Monetary. This season in 98 games, Betts hitting .239, 16 home runs and 47 ribbies. The 0-1 pitch on the way to Betts. Taken for a ball. Fastball just misses. And the Dodgers, the exact same thing. They're trotting out the same guys. You all know them well. Teoscar, Thomas, and Tucker. Pitch is outside. They're going to look over at first, say no swing. That's the outfield. The only switch, coincidentally, with the Dodger lineup, as I said, Thomas isn't hitting 8th. Today he's hitting 9th, and Fiducia is hitting 8th. So they both have a little fun, one little switch, but the same men. Same guys going toe-to-toe today that went yesterday. Pitch a knuckle curve for a strike. It's now 2 balls and 2 strikes to Mookie. Dodger offense last night, 2 runs, 9 hits, 9 walks, and 15 men left on base. Far too many guys left on base last night. Pitch swung on. There's a little ground ball bouncer taken backhanded by Torres at second base. Throws over to first Torkelson, and that'll do it for the Dodgers in the top of the first. Snell now ready to take the mound. And the first 3 guys he'll be facing will be Torres, Lee, and McGonkle. By the way, those 15 guys that were left on yesterday for the Dodgers. Keep in mind, Dodgers had the bases loaded 2 times and hit into a double play to squander those bases loaded opportunities. So that's 6 guys right out of the box. That's where I'm trying to go with that. 6 guys, boom, right away, leaving the bases loaded twice at the end of an inning. Good Saturday morning to Alice. Welcome in. Montiero, thank you, JT. 3.30 ERA with a whip of .995. So it should be good. Moneyman should be checking in a little bit later. He had to transfer some funds over at the bank this morning, but he'll be joining us shortly. So today is week 0 for the college football fans, so it should be interesting what kind of even though there's not a whole lot of college ball going on, might affect some viewers here coming in to see our game, but nonetheless, we're going to steamroll right through it. Blake Snell, since returning from IL, 3 starts, he's a record of 2-0, ERA of 1.0 in 18 innings pitched, 21 strikeouts and 7 walks. So he hasn't missed a beat, almost like he's never been gone. A big swing and a miss by Torres. Today the Tigers are out there in their traditional Tiger uniforms. Swung on and missed, the ones that Al Kaline once wore. All white with the big Tiger D across the chest. Pitch on the way is high for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Torres. .76 games, Torres is hitting .261, 8 home runs and 35 ribbies. 27.5 chase rate, second lowest in baseball this year. Pitch is fouled away. Count is now 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Inside, fastball for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Torres. Just the start of things. Dodgers went out in order in the first inning. The 2-2 pitch swung on, missed, dropped at the plate. Fiducia tags him as he walks back to the dugout, and there's out number 1 in the books. Keep in mind the 7 strikeout free jumbo jack opportunity is in session in today's game. And already 1 strikeout, 1 up, 1 strikeout, so 6 more to go for your jumbo jack. If you missed it yesterday, or you missed the news yesterday, jumbo jacks are offered today. Dodgers got over 7 strikeouts. In fact, Snell got 7 by himself. Now Snell, check that. Skubal got 7 by himself. Okay, there's a pitch, swung on a high pop-up, moving over is Freeman, foul territory, makes the catch just shy of the dugout, and there's now 2 outs. And Snell starting out on the right track, minimum pitches as possible, and he's doing it, getting 2 outs. Kevin McConkle, the American 2026 All-Star, 22-year-old and the front runner for the AL Rookie of the Year, fouls the first pitch away. 0-1 the count. First Tiger Rookie All-Star since 1987. Matt Noakes. The 0-1 pitch on the way to McConkle. Taken for called strike 2 on the fastball. Snell's thrown 9 pitches. He's 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. Let's see if he can do it. Pitch in the dirt for ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes to McGonkle. Timeout, official now. Given an official timeout. Now he's back ready. One and two, the count to McGonkle. No score, just the start of things here in Detroit. This will be Snell's 11th pitch coming up. And the pitch on the way, take it in the dirt. The count is now 2-2. Come on, Snell, you got out in front of him, 0-2, don't lose him. Swung on and missed, he strikes him out. So 2 strikeouts in that inning, and that'll do it. The score after 1 complete inning, Dodgers 0, Tigers 0. Coming up for the Dodgers, as they went out in order, so it'll be Muncy, followed by Edman, and then Tucker. Three up, 3 down. That's right, Ellis, for both sides. So Tigers trying to keep track of the Dodgers toe for toe in this game as they did last game yesterday. It was amazing. Both pitchers had a real pitching duel, one trying to one-up the other, Anderson and Skubal in the early going, and then Skubal pulled away. Anderson had kind of a funny line. At one point he was 4 walks and 4 strikeouts. Tigers played the Dodgers really tough yesterday. In fact, as an outsider looking in, hard to believe this Tiger team is struggling with 62 wins and 71 losses, 8 games behind the AL Central Division leading champs, the White Sox, because they looked a lot better last night, taking the Dodgers down to the wire, losing 2-1. Let's see if the real Tiger team shows up today, meaning the team that we all know that is not doing as well in the standings. Anyways, Muncy now to the plate. The pitch. Inside and low for ball 1 on a knuckle curve. This season, Muncy hitting in 124 games, hitting .251, 26 home runs, leads National League third baseman, and 67 ribbies. The 1-0 pitch taken low. They check over to third. No swing. Possible half swing, but third base umpire says no. So the 2 balls, no strikes to Muncy. We're in the second inning and no score. The pitch. High sinker just missing. It's now 3-0. Dodgers in 1-run games this year, 27-21, 5th in Major League Baseball, 27-21. Pitch is fouled away. As I just said, they've had 4 in a row 1-run games. The 3 they lost in Atlanta and the 1 last night. So their record before that Atlanta series must have been really good. No doubt, +3 of what they are now. So 3 balls and 1 strike to Muncy. No outs, just the start of the second inning. The pitch. Swung on. There's a high pop-up out in there in left field. Waiting for it is Baez. Out to shortstop with Baez. Baez in left will make the catch for out number 1. So McGonkle and Baez were side by side in shallow left field when that was finally decided. That situation, you got to make sure you make a clear "I got it," not the old "I got it, you take it." Okay, Tommy Edman up. This season in 58 games, he's hitting .267, 5 home runs and 27 ribbies. Pitch is swung on. Here's a high fly ball again to Baez, and left. He'll make the catch for out number 2. First ball swinging, Edman. You're right on that. The Dodgers, JT chimes in. I think the Dodgers batting practice routine has dropped a few games. Batting practice routine has dropped a few gears, sorry, that's that left eye betraying me. Okay, pitch on the way is taken for a strike. So JT at the plate, 2 outs for the Dodgers. The 0-1 pitch taken low. They check over to third. Was it a full swing? Nope, half swing. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Teoscar waiting on deck. Tucker got a key walk last night to keep the rally going. Made a nice running catch in the outfield there. He was thrown out at the plate. He was right in the thick of things last night. 2 balls, 1 strike to Tucker. The pitch is taken for called strike 2. Tucker trying to score yesterday on a base hit. It was hit by Kike to right field, and as he rounded third, came to the plate. Perfect throw from Ajiri to Dinkler that nailed him at the plate in a close play. So ball's fouled away. It's now 2-2 to Tucker. So he's back in there today, all cleaned up, new uniform laundered and ready to go. Pitch is swung on and fouled away again, a changeup. So at least Tucker's fouling some pitches away, making Monteiro work. He's now thrown 23 pitches in the first 2 innings. Pitch is swung on and fouled away again. So he's taken 7 pitches already, has Tucker, from Ontario. Two-two pitch inside for ball 3. The count is now full. Ontario out of Venezuela. The 3-2 pitch swung on and fouled away. It says he's 6'1", 145 pounds. That has to be a misprint. No way is he 6'1", 145. That's too thin, and he doesn't look that thin up there on the mound. Monteiro I'm talking about. 3 balls and 2 strikes. His 27th pitch is taken low for ball 4. So nice job by Tucker of making Monteiro work, throw pitches, and then he gives him a walk. So now comes up Teoscar. That makes up for the first ball fly out that Edman did. So now Monteiro's thrown 27 pitches. Teoscar in there takes for called strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. to Teoscar. Tucker on first base, just getting that walk. First base runner of the game for either side. The pitch swung on and missed on the slider. It's now 0-2. Hernandez out of the Dominican Republic facing a man from Venezuela on the mound. 0-2 the count to Teoscar. The 30th pitch on the way outside for ball one. So good. Dodgers of making Monteiro work. At least Tucker and Teo have done that so far. Get that pitch count up. Make them work. Pitch swung on and missed, so down goes Teoscar, and the Dodgers are done. The score after an inning and a half, Dodgers 0, Detroit Tigers coming up. And for those Tigers, the first three guys that Snell will be facing will be Dingler. He's the DH today. Valencia, he's behind the plate. And Torkelson, the first baseman. Good morning, Josh. Josh is up and early today. He joined in at the last part of the game a couple of nights ago. But this time he's bright up, bushy-tailed, and ready for some Dodger baseball. Good to see you in the chat. Poll questions up. 86% of the fans who have voted say the Dodgers will win. You're right. Muncy was also one that did that. Thank you for adding that in, Alice. Tucker and Muncy did drive up that pitch count to 31 to Monteiro. When Edman made his first pitch out, there were 2 outs at that time. He had only thrown 11 pitches. No, 17 pitches. 17 pitches. So he could have got out of there only throwing like 20 pitches, and that would have been 10 pitches an inning. Very, very good. So now his pitch count has been driven up. So that was good. Tucker did good in that aspect. Gotcha. Working night shift, I understand. Bennett's been working 2, 3, 4 night shifts. He's been gone for a while in Vegas working the night shift. That's right. Muncy walked. Good point. Yes, that'll drive up the pitch count as well. Tucker walked, but not until he made Monteiro throw like 11 pitches to him. Okay, so we're ready. Dingler up to the plate, ready to start the bottom of the second inning. No score. Snell got away with throwing 12 pitches in the first inning. The pitch on the way, swung on and missed. A big changeup. This season in 124 games, Dingler is hitting .252, 26 home runs and 82 ribbies. The 0-1 pitch swung on and fouled back to the backstop. It's now 0-2. Thank you guys in the chat for getting my back, picking up on things I may have dropped along the way. Much, much appreciated. 0-2 the count to Dingler. There's a high fly ball. Tucker coming in right field. Going out is Freeman. It's going to drop between the two of them. And Dingler's aboard with a single in no man's land right there in the foul territory. Almost impossible for Freeman to get to it, running with his back to home plate. And the first man is aboard with a bloop single to shallow right field. Up comes Valencia. In 25 games, he's 1 for 2 of the double runs last night. He scored a run last night. Hitting .333, 6 home runs. First ball swing. Here's a pop-up. Moving over is Freddie Freeman near the dugout to make the catch. Nice. So I complained about Edman first ball swinging, making an easy out. And here Valencia helps out the cause for Snell first ball swinging and having an easy out. So right now, Snell's thrown 16 pitches, 1 out in the second inning. He's got 1 on. See if they can shoot 2 on this double play right here. Coming up is Torkelson, the first baseman. Pitch is right down the middle for a strike. 85-mile-an-hour changeup. That was right in front of the Dodger dugout where Freddie Freeman caught that ball. So the Dodger dugout's along the first base line here at Comerica Park. Pitch is taken. Ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Torkelson. One pitch is taken low for ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike to Torkelson. A big swing and a miss at the 86-mile-an-hour changeup. It's now 2-2. Freeman holding on Dingler at first base. I don't think he'd be much of a threat to steal. 2-2. Pitch is taken low. Curveball for ball 3. But still, you got to respect the runner and hold him on. Anyways, if you don't, he's going to steal on you with a big lead. Okay, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Count is full to Torkelson. 1 out, 1 on in the second inning. Snell's 3-2 pitch. Swung on, lifted, high fly ball. Moving out there is Edman in shallow right field to make the catch for out number 2. Okay, nice fine bit of pitching there by Snell to get Torkelson to pop out. And up comes Malgeri, the right fielder. Malgeri was the last out last night's game to end it, and the Dodgers win it. He struck out at the plate at the hands of Tanner Scott in a 2-1 thriller down to the end. First ball is 96-mile-an-hour fastball for ball 1. This season, Ben Malgeri in 36 games hitting .229, 3 home runs and 11 ribbies. Pitch is inside. It's now 2-0 on the fastball. Think that could be a result, JT, of late swinging. The right-handers hitting to shallow right field, not getting all of it, behind a little bit, and it just... 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch is taken for a strike. Both teams have both of their challenges. Nobody challenged that one. Good thing the Tigers didn't. They would have lost. That was very close. Yesterday, Tigers were out of challenges by the 6th inning. Snell's now thrown 25 pitches. The 2-1 pitch is taken right down the middle for strike 2. 2 outs. Okay, Snell's 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. The 2-2 pitch swung on and fouled away. Count remains 2-2 to Malgeri. The 2-2 pitch. High, ball 3, and the fastball missing badly. It's now 3 balls and 2 strikes. Snell's got to strike him out and get out of this inning. Let's not prolong this inning any longer. He's pitched 28 pitches already. His 29th pitch is taken in the dirt. Half swing. They're going to look over and say swing, and that'll do it for the Tigers. So he strikes him out. And the score after 2 complete innings, Dodgers 0, Tigers 0. So for the Dodgers, coming up in the top of the 3rd inning, it will be Fiducia, followed by Thomas, and then the top of the order, Ohtani. Fiducia had been hitting 9th for the longest time since he's been a Dodger. I don't think he's had anyone below him until now. They switched Thomas and Fiducia, so Fiducia is the 8th hitter, Thomas is the 9th hitter, and Ohtani the top of the order. If anybody gets on, it'll be Freddie Freeman, hitting 2nd in the order. Welcome in, Patriot. A good early start to Patriot as well. So guys that normally come in later in the evening or in the game are here earlier in the game today. So good to have you aboard, Patriot. Earlier start, earlier game. No score through 2 complete innings. Snell has struck out 3 guys in the first 2 innings. Monteiro has struck out 2 and walked 1. Okay, Fiducia to the plate. The pitch is taken outside for ball 1 on the knuckle curve. One ball, no strikes. The pitch, check swing, fouled away down near the Tigers dugout, so it's a 1-1 count. No score, we move to the 3rd inning. The 1-1 pitch is inside. Fastball, so for ball 2. Fiducia, this road trip hitting .444. Pitch on the way is taken high. Ball 3, 3-1. He had a couple of really good hit games in Atlanta. Helped pump up that average on this road trip. The 3-1 pitch swung on and whacked to right field. Back goes Malgeri to make the catch just shy of the warning track for out number 1. So Malgeri was perfectly placed. Nice positioning. Didn't have to move back very far to get that ball. If he's not there, that ball short hops the wall, and Fiducia is easily standing at second base. Okay, up comes Alex Thomas now to the plate. Pitch is first ball swinging. A high fly ball waiting. There's Clark in center field. He'll make the easy catch. So Edman and Thomas didn't get the memo about being a little patient at the plate, letting pitches go by. There's now 2 outs in this inning. And up comes Ohtani. Ohtani struck out in his first plate appearance. Let's see if he can get back on track here in his second time around facing Monteiro. Oh, and 1 the count to Ohtani. Pitch is taken in the dirt for ball 1. So we got an all Venezuelan battery with Monteiro and Valencia. Meanwhile, this pitch is a high final drop. Base hit dropped in front of the left fielder Baez for a 2-out base hit by Ohtani. Nice bit of hitting there. Just swung on it, it popped off the end of his bat and squirted into left field just in front of Baez. And Ohtani's aboard with a 2-out base hit. And up comes Freddie Freeman. Freeman flew out in his first at-bat. Monteiro's now thrown 40 pitches. The pitch on the way, swung on, first ball swinging, a high fly ball waiting there, and is Baez in left field. He'll make the catch, and that'll do it for the Dodgers in the third inning. The score after 2.5 innings from Comerica Park in Detroit, Dodgers 0, Tigers 0. I'll be right back after this short timeout.
It's time for another life slower, take me break now. Another life slower to be right back. Giving you play by play action, plays hanging now. Another life slower, always be break now. Another life slower is back. You in the past and play by play when another life slower is back. Never last long, Michigan. Never last long, Michigan. Never last long, Michigan. It's time for never last romance to take a quick break now. Never last long, I'll be right back. Giving you great play-by-play action, so please hang there. But never last moment in a real quick break now. You hear the best and play by play, but they play gon' sing it right if I mean it. You know, I say you was only done now. My radio was good as never, then I seen it up, you put it and go. Never last long, Michigan. Never last long, Michigan. Never last long.
Okay, back to live action. Snell, last 3 starts, 14.19 pitches per inning. So he's right around that average right now. Changeup taken for ball 1. He's now thrown 30 pitches. That's 15 pitches per inning. Actually, 14.9. So he's right on the average. Pitches, fastball for strike 1. Baez at the plate. He's a left fielder, just caught 2 of those fly balls out there in the outfield. So 2 balls, no strike to Baez. Pitch, swung on and missed. Nice changeup, broken off there by Snell. It's now 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 pitch. Taken ball 3 on the changeup. It's now 3-1. This season in 44 games, Baez is hitting .258, 2 home runs and 14 ribbies. The 3-1 pitch. Low. Ball 4. And he walks the first man he faces to lead off an inning. Not good. So up comes Clark. He had a big triple last night to drive in the run for the Tigers. Pitch on the way. It's a bunt. Scores off the bunt. Nicely picked up by Muncy. Cannot make the throw. And Clark's aboard. And now there's 2 on with no outs. So Muncy charging that ball after it was scored off the bunt, picked it up, and let's see, picked up with the glove, and it just fell out of his hand when he tried to transfer it over from the glove hand to the throwing hand, and it squirted out, and Clark was aboard. It would have been very close had he cleanly fielded it and threw over, but once he bobbled, it was all over, and Clark arrived safely at first. Now Snell has to deal with 2 men on, no outs. He's now thrown 35 pitches, and up comes Torres, the top of the order. Pitch is high, fastball for ball 1. So this is a perfect example why you don't ever want to walk the opening man you face in an inning, because then little things like this happen. Here's a high fly ball moving out there is Tucker. Far, it's going to go. Bounce short, hop the wall. Rounding and scoring easily is Diaz. And let's see where Clark's going to wind up. The throw to the plate, the tag, he's in there. And there's 2 Tiger runs that cross the plate. And hustling over to third. Let's see, did he make it to third? Still waiting for indicator as to where he's at. I guess he might have stopped at second. I'm not seeing him on. No, they're making him go back. I don't know what's going on here. So they're not allowing Clark to score. So that's good. Now I see. Clark's now walking. You can see him there going back to third base. And I guess the fan may have touched it leaning over the rails as it short hopped the wall. Can you believe that? A couple of Tiger fans helping out the cause, trying to get a souvenir. So it's a ground rule double. So that is a big help to the Dodgers. Torres is at second. He's the guy that hit the ball. Clark, who thought he scored, had to go back to third now because of the ground rule double. Once that ball short hopped the wall, it went so high up. Fans leaning over the railing there in right center field touched it and interfered with it, and that made it immediately a dead ball. So now there's 2 on. No outs, and 1 run scored, and up comes Lee. Lee, as we learned yesterday, is from New Taipei, Taiwan. First pitch is taken for a strike. Way inside for curveball, ball 1, so it's a 1-1 count. And Snell ready for his 40th pitch right now. So this will throw his pitch count out of whack. New Taipei. Thank you, Ellis, for the shout out there. If you're enjoying this cast, give it a thumbs up. Hit that little like button. And that little looks like a thumb right there. See in the camera. So it's right below the scrolling. If you like the game, hit the like button. It'll help send out this and the algorithms, get some more people in here to have a fun with us and watch and chat and enjoy the Dodger-Tiger game. And if you really like my play-by-play style, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's free to do that as well. Right now there's a halt in the action. And it looks like Snell may possibly an equipment problem. So a little bit held up. Or now Snell is pointing behind home plate. Something kind of in his sight line. We don't know what it is. Now he's coming went into the dugout. And he's coming back out of the Dodger dugout, and back up on the mound goes Snell. So a little bit of a halt in play here. One ball, 1 strike to Lee. 2 on, no outs, and Snell's going to have a couple of warm-up pitches here for whatever had happened. Not sure. He pointed behind those stands behind home plate, and then he went into the dugout and Whatever it was, he's back up on the mound, ready for his 40th pitch. Remember, 2 on, no outs. 1-0 Tiger lead. The pitch, a high pop-up, so this will be good. Back for it goes Freeman. He's behind home plate, first base. He's behind first in foul territory. Makes the catch. Now there's 1 out. Okay, it's a start. 1 out on a pop-out. So you got the first out, and up comes McGonkle. McGonkle at shortstop. Figures to be the AL Rookie of the Year. Struck out in his first at-bat. We're in the 3rd inning. Tigers lead 1-0. Should be 2-0. If not for a couple of fans out there in right center that wanted a souvenir, leaned over the rails and made it a dead ball on that double by Torres. That's Torres' 2nd double in this series. Hit a double yesterday to start the game off with. Now he doubles in a run today. 1 ball, no strikes to McGonkle. 2 on, 1 out. Tigers 1, Dodgers nothing. The pitch, right down the middle for a strike on a beautiful slider. 1-1 the count. Doc, we got Dr. Omelette in the house. Let's go Dodgers, he says. Welcome in, Doctor. 1 ball, 1 strike to McGonkle. The pitch is taken high. You're exactly right. Dodgers were given a gift by that fan. Not sure if those were Tiger fans or even Dodger fans, but whatever the case is, the Dodgers will take it. And if the Dodgers can keep those 2 Tigers stranded on base, that'll be even better. 2-1. Pitch is way high on the fastball. Nice catch by Fiducia to prevent that from going to the backstop. And that gift that the Dodgers got would have quickly been returned if he didn't make that catch. One out, 2 on, 1-0 Tigers lead. We're in the 3rd inning. So McGonkle waits in. The 3-1 pitch is taken for a walk. And now Snell's walked the bases loaded. Okay. So now the bases are loaded. Snell's thrown 45 pitches. On the bright side, at least they're set up for a double play formation here. And Pryor's going to take a slow walk out of the dugout and up to the mound to have a few words with Snell and Fiducia. Try to settle things down. Oh, and the chat is saying Snell's coming apart? Question mark. Tigers 1, Dodgers nothing. Pryor's had his say, and he's heading back to the dugout. So Dillinger now comes to the plate. He's 1 for 1 with a single. Dingler, I should say, not Dillinger. Dingler, he's the DH today. Played catcher last night. Made a great tag at the plate on Tucker. Now they're going to challenge this pitch. It was called a ball. Fiducia wants a challenge, and the challenge comes up in the Dodger favor for a strike. Good. Any little thing the Dodgers can get at this point is much appreciated. Right now, trailing 1-0 with the bases loaded and 1 out. So Dingler has an 0-1 count on him. Swung on, foul back. It's 0-2 now. Dillinger, 2026 Dingler, 2026 All-Star. 0-2, the pitch is high. It's now 1-2 on the fastball. Clark away from third. Torres away from second. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. He strikes him out. Nice bit of pitching there by Snell. Okay, 2 outs now. Bases remain loaded. So the Dodgers trying to turn the tables on the Tigers, what they did to them yesterday, with the bases loaded twice. The Dodgers were prevented from scoring, or at least scoring some more runs on that. So Valencia now comes to the plate. Snell's 50th pitch is taken for a strike on the curveball. 0-1 the count to Valencia. 2 outs, third inning, bases loaded. The Tigers lead 1-0. Remember, Tigers should be leading 2-0 at this point, if not for those fans up in the stands that interfered with the ball. Let's see if that's going to be a big deal here coming down the stretch of this game. The pitch is taken way inside for ball 1, strike 1. 1-1 the count to Valencia. Swung on and missed. A nice changeup by Snell on that one, on his 52nd pitch. One ball, 2 strikes to Valencia. Dodgers are 1 strike away from getting out of this bases loaded jam. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled back and out of play. Nice curveball. This inning, Snell's thrown 24 pitches for a total of 53 in the game, so that's really messing up his pitch count, throwing it out of whack. But right now the bigger concern is getting out of this inning with no more runs allowed. 1 ball, 2 strikes. In the dirt, nice save by Fiducia. What a nice save, saving that short hop. If he doesn't save that, it goes all the way to the backstop and Clark's walking in. That's a major league catching stop right there. In fact, it hit him in the mask. It short hop came up and whacked him right in the mask. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Valencia. Valencia's behind the plate today. Swung on and fouled away. Count remains 2-2. We're in the 3rd inning in a 1-0 Tiger lead. Raul, welcome in, Raul. Hola to Raul, speaking Spanish in the chat. The 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed. The Dodgers are out of the jam. So, let me see if I could translate Raul Montiero. Dodgers que por quiero de equipo. Dodgers what por quiero. Not sure what that is. Of equipo, the team. Equipo's team. So something about the Dodger team. Porque, I think porque is what's going on. Yeah. What's going on with the Dodgers team, I think. I'm going to go with it. With that. That's my final answer. Meanwhile, for the Dodgers, getting out of that jam. And remember, those fans, wonder if they even got kicked out. They didn't do a follow-up if they got ushered out of the park. What they should have done is let them stay until the end of that half an inning. If they score, let them continue to stay. But if they don't score any more runs because of them, kick them out. So it'd be nice to see a follow-up what happened to those guys. Anyways, back to the Dodgers and their lineup. It'll be Mookie coming up, followed by Muncy, and then Tommy Edman. So those will be the first 3 hitters for the Dodgers facing Montiero. Okay, back to live action. Mookie Betts to the plate. The pitch is taken for a strike. Mookie Betts. Count is 0-1 to Mookie. Dodgers trailing 1-0. They got out of that inning cheaply enough. Very fortunately. This next pitch is a high fly ball moving over is Clark in center. He's got it all the way and makes the catch. Clark was the man that was stranded at third base. Thought he scored easily on that double by Torres. Had to go back to third, and there he stayed stranded. 1-0 Tigers lead. Fourth inning, 1 out. And up comes Muncy. Muncy 0 for 1. He flew out in his first at bat. The pitch is taken for a strike. Welcome in, D. Another new person. D. Rich now saying the Dodgers will cover the run line. They just take time getting it going. Let's see if he's right. The pitch on the way is a ball. It's now 1-1. If I were a betting man, I would tend to agree with you only because the Tigers played the Dodgers too close and tight yesterday. They're bound to come back down to earth and start letting some runs score and return back to the 62-win Tiger team that they've displayed throughout the season. But every game is a new game in itself. Maybe they'll just match the Dodgers. The pitch is fouled away, so it's now 1-2 to Muncy. 1-2 pitches inside. It's now 2-2 on the changeup. Oh, thank you very much, Patriot. He had the perfect translation. What a piece of crap team, the Dodgers. So that's what Raul was trying to say. Thank you. There's a ground ball picked up nicely by Torkelson, underhanding to Monteiro to the put out Muncy. That's a 3-1 put out. And now there's 2 outs. Thank you, Patriot, for the translation on Raul's post. Tommy Edman flew out in his first at-bat, hitting .265, 1 home run, and 27 RBIs. Didn't get a chance to tell you in his last at-bat. He was first ball swinging. He was done and out of there. So 2 outs. Now he takes the first pitch for called strike 1. Monteiro's next pitch will be his 50th pitch. Pitch is way high for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Edman. Tigers 1, Dodgers 0. 2 outs in the 4th inning. The pitch to Edman. It's a ground ball hit sharply down to the shortstop. McGunkle will pick it up, throw over quickly to Torkelson at first for the out. 6-3 putouts in the books. The Dodgers are done. The score after 3.5 innings from Comerica Park. Tigers 1, Dodgers 0. Okay, for the Tigers, coming up in the bottom of the fourth, it'll be Torkelson, followed by Majeri, and then Baez. Snell's thrown 58 pitches. Check that, 56 pitches. Monteiro has only thrown 50 pitches in 4 innings of work. And here, Snell, just to show you how far back behind the pace he is of his pitch count, is entering into the bottom of the fourth. And Monteiro already finished his 4th inning of pitching. Dia de los Dodgers, Tuesday, September 8th. Raul, there's a promotion for you. 7-10 start versus the Reds. Dia de los Dodgers, Tuesday, September the 8th at Dodger Stadium. So that's kind of like a bobblehead night with some players on it. And we move to the bottom of the fourth in a 1-0 Tiger lead. The pitch on the way. Taken for a curveball, for ball 1 to Torkelson. That's a good question. Where's Moneyman? We're going to have to put a all-points bulletin out for him if he doesn't show up after this next inning. 1 ball, 1 strike to Torkelson. Snell's now thrown 58 pitches. Tigers holding on to a slim 1-0 lead. Pitch is swung on and missed. Hopefully, Moneyman didn't get his times crossed up like I did 1 week ago today when I tuned in 2 hours late into the game. 1 ball, 2 strikes. A pitch is high for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Torkelson. Snell has now thrown 60 pitches in this game. He's going to need a quick inning of work. Low pitch count. Pitch is swung on and fouled away. Sandwich Man is in here, chanting for the Brewers, who currently lead the Dodgers by 3 games in the National League NL race. Dodgers are 1 game ahead of the Braves. And there's a strikeout of Torkelson. He's left standing at the plate. Looks like he's going to challenge it. He's looking up with hands on hips, looks at the challenge, and he's struck out again. So he'll back to the dugout. He'll go. And there's 1 out here in the 4th inning. So Snell does what he didn't do in the last inning. Remember last inning, he walked the first guy he faced? This inning, he buckles down and strikes him out. So it should be a much better inning. In comes Majeri now. Right fielder. Pitches, check swing. They look over at third. They say at second, they say swing. It's an 0-1 count now to Majeri. Majeri struck out in his first at-bat. Oh, 0-1 the count to Majeri. The pitch swung on and missed. It's now 0-2 to Majeri. He's 1 strike away from striking out twice today. 1 strike away. Let's see if Snell can get it. The 0-2 pitch in the dirt for ball 1 on the changeup. The 1-2 pitch on the way. In the dirt again. Curveball for ball 2. Come on, Snell. You worked too hard to let this guy go. You've got him 0-2 to start. And now you're leaving him there hanging around with a 2-2 count. Two and 2 pitch on the way. Outside, way outside for ball 3. Now he's gone the other way. 3 straight balls to Majeri. I think you're right, JT. They're hoping they should be able to pinch him to get to 6 innings. But now his pitch count's up to 67, which only gives him 33 pitches in the tank. And there's ball. Oh, they struck him out. Oh, nice. The way he hopped back, I wasn't sure what happened. And there's now 2 outs. So nice one by Snell. Let's see that again. Oh, yeah, right there. And, well, Jerry jumped out of the box like he had been bitten by a snake, and he is back to the dugout. Now there's 2. So Snell now has 2 outs, 4th inning, 68 pitches, 69 pitches thrown in this game. First pitch on the way to Baez. Baez walked. He's the guy that scored the run. That was the walk that Snell gave up to start the last inning. Pitch on the way is fouled away. It's now 0-2 count to Baez. Snell's thrown 70 pitches. So in order for JT's prognostication to happen, Snell's going to need to get this guy out here, next pitch, and then he can pitch the 5th inning and then the 6th. Let's see how it plays out. The 0-2 pitch on the way. Oh, just missing on the fastball. It's now 1-2. Roberts was really conservative, only allowing Skubal to throw 83 pitches yesterday. Let's see how long he allows Snell to stay in there. Wonder if he's starting to scale back his pitchers. Pitch was fouled back and out of play by Baez. Wonder if he's already getting him ready for playoff form by not having him go over a certain number of pitches. Not sure, but the 1-2 pitch is swung on him. Misty guy strikes him out. Nice job of pitching by Snell to close that 4th inning out. The score after 4 complete innings from Comerica Park in Detroit. Tigers 1, Dodgers 0. Okay, coming up for the Dodgers, Tucker, Teoscar, and Fiducia. Okay, so those are the first 3 hitters coming up. If anybody gets on, it'll be Thomas, the 9th hitter. Tucker, Teoscar, and Fiducia. No sign of Steven. Steven usually shows up around this time of the game. And then he'll say the Dodgers will come alive in the 6th. He was right yesterday. He nailed it to a T. Well, he said that in fairness when there was about Snell up to 73. You're right. That's where he's at, 73 pitches. But JT said that when the pitch count was at 67. Yes, you're right. Monteiro has not thrown very many pitches. Good point there. His pitch count is, let's see what Monteiro's pitch count is here. Still waiting. Okay, Monteiro's only thrown 52 pitches as we enter the 5th inning. So he's really setting himself up to pitch a complete game with that low pitch count as of now, unless the Dodgers start getting to him. Dodgers got to get busy. Make them pitch. You're exactly right. Make them pitch. Take some pitches. Let's see what you're going to do. Tucker to the plate. He really worked on Monteiro the last time. First ball swinging here. It's a high fly foul ball moving over to make the catch in foul territory is Baez for out number 1 on the first pitch out. So 5th inning. Tigers 1, Dodgers 0. This game is 1 hour and 10 minutes old, and we're in the 5th inning. Monteiro's now thrown 52 pitches. Pitch on the way to Teoscar is taken for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled away. Welcome in. We got currently 123 viewers watching us. Thank you very much, each and every one of you, for tuning in to watch the live stream of the Dodgers versus the Tigers. 1-0 Tigers lead. We're in the fifth. And the 0-2 count to Teoscar at the plate. 1 out in the fifth. The pitch. Swung on and missed, and down goes Teoscar on 3 pitches. Falls victim to a slider. And Montiero's really dealing on his game. 2 outs now in the fifth. And up comes Fiducia. Fiducia lined out in his first at-bat. He's 0 for 1. So Montiero's now thrown 55 pitches. Pitch is high. Fastball for ball 1. So this all all Venezuela batteries working fine for the Tigers thus far. Montiero and Valencia. Valencia from Venezuela. Behind the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike to Fiducia. 2 outs, 5th inning. The 1-1 pitch. Low and inside knuckle curve for ball 2. His pitch count, speed, very good. Question, he's around the low, mid-90s. He's not really dealing that hard. Let's see, hopefully he'll throw us a fastball here for you. It is a fastball, 94. So right there, that's where he's been hovering the whole game. 94, 95. That was his 59th pitch. And then his off-speed changeup, 84. 2-2 count to Fiducia. Thanks for the heads up there, JT, on the pitch speed. Pitch on the way. There's a ground ball hit right over the head of Montiero. Gloved by the shortstop. Mongongo throws over to first in time, and that'll do it. And the Tigers are out of the 5th inning for the Dodgers. The Dodgers go out quietly in that. Coming up for the Tigers now will be Clark, Torres, and Lee. Remember, it was Clark who was the hard luck guy that had to go back to third base. He thought he had scored on that fan interference in center field. 1-0 Dodger trail, and the Dodgers are fortunate that it's only 1-0 instead of 2-0, the way Montiero's pitching and gaining more and more confidence on the mound. You're right. Adjustment is part of being a good hitter. Adjusting to different elements and speed pitches and pitchers day in and day out. Exactly right. Good point there as far as adjusting. So the Tigers are really playing well through a game and a half. Lost to the Dodgers in a 1-0 game last night, and playing them really tough again today, leading 1-0 in today's game. So Snell's thrown 74 pitches through 4 innings. That's 18 and a half innings pitched. 18 and a half pitches per inning. Clark's first pitch is taken for a ball. That's way high for Snell, who usually is at 14 and a half. Here's a big swing and a miss. Nice slider there. It's a 1-1 count now to Clark. Clark ranked number 1 in Detroit prospect for the Tigers. 3rd overall pick in 2023 draft. 1-1 the count to Max Clark. On Snell's 76th pitch of the game. Taken low, a changeup for ball 2. The 2-1 pitch is taken for a ball. That'll be 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike to Clark, and Snell is on the verge of walking the leadoff guy again, just like he did in the 3rd inning. That got the Dodgers in trouble. There's a pitch. It's a line shot. Foul. No, fair. Down into left field. Moving over to second base quickly. The throw, the tag. He's in there. Sliding head first. Just ahead of the throw from Teoscar. Edmonds' tag was there, but just a little too late. And Clark's aboard with a leadoff double. So I complained about walking the leadoff guy, and here we get a leadoff double instead, which is even worse. So 1 on, no outs. And up comes Torres. He's the guy that hit that double that was interfered with in dead center field, or right center field, in the 3rd inning that helped get the Tigers on the scoreboard. Now Clark away from second. The pitch is taken, fastball for ball 1. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike. And that was Snell's 80th pitch. One and one the count. The pitch swung on and fouled away. It's now 1-2. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning in a 1-0 Tiger lead over the Dodgers. 1-2 the count to Torres. Clark with a leadoff double, standing at second base with no outs. The 1-2 pitch on the way to Torres. Ball 3. Oh, ball 2. Check it out. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2 pitch is taken low for ball 3. Three balls, 2 strikes to Torres. Full count. Clark away from second. The 3-2 pitch swung on him, missed. He gets him on a beautiful curveball. 1 out here in the 5th inning. Okay, in the bullpen, Dodgers have a new pitcher out there. throwing in the bullpen. Pitcher I haven't seen play for him, so maybe a late guy brought up. Let me see here. Let me check something. Make sure I was seen correctly. Lee is at the plate. Here's the lifts it, a high pop-up. There's under Freddie Freeman, foul territory near the warning, near the track. He makes the catch for out number 2. So nice bit of pitching there, Snell, in his last 2 pitches, breaking off a dandy curve to strike out Torres, and now he gets Lee to pop out in foul territory. So just as I thought, hey, Dodgers have Cole Irving back on the team. He's in the bullpen. Also, Heth Halverson. That's the guy throwing right now in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Halverson. Seth Halverson is going to be seeing some action here shortly as Snell has thrown 88 pitches, but McGonkel's to the plate. The count is 1-1 right now. 2 outs. McGonkel to the plate. 1-0 Tigers lead, and Seth warming up in the bullpen. The pitch is taken low for ball 2. So they made a couple of changes to this lineup. Cole Irving's back, and Seth Halverson's with him. Snell's now thrown 89 pitches. Next pitch will be his 90th. The 90th pitch on the way is taken for strike 2. 2-2 the count. And ABS shows that was actually a ball. Dodgers get away with another gift. Count is 2-2 instead of 3-1. Tigers don't challenge. That's on them. Tigers are down to their last challenge. They burned one earlier. Pitch is in the dirt for ball 3. Full count. And this, by all means, figures to be Snell's last inning of work. He's thrown 91 pitches. Three and 2 count to McGonkel. And Seth warming up in the bullpen. 3-2 pitch is high, ball 4. He walks McGonkel. So that's his 3rd walk of the game. So Snell, he's walked 3 and struck out 9, which again goes to why his pitch count is high, but he got himself in that bit of that jam in that 3rd inning. That really wrecked him. He's thrown 92 pitches, and out there is Pryor now having a word with him on the mound with Fiducia. 2 on, 2 outs. Dodgers trailing 1-0 to the Tigers, and they're just trying to hang on here to have Snell be the pitcher of record eligible for a victory, even though he's losing the game. Maybe the Dodgers will come up with something in the 6th, and he will be that pitcher of record. Let's see how it plays out. Dingler now to the plate. Dingler's 1 for 2. He singled in his first at-bat. We're in the 5th inning. 2 on, 2 outs. Snell has thrown 92 pitches. The pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. A big swing by Dingler. He was trying to park that into the seats in left field on that swing. Count is now 0-1. He wanted to send out Snell with a shield if he connected with that. The pitch, big swing and a miss, fouled back to the backstop. It's now 0-2. So Snell knows this will probably be it for him. He's reaching into his notes, looking at something written in the back pocket. He puts it back there. So he's got his notes on what he's going to do to Dingler. 0-2 the count to Dingler. 2 on, 2 outs. Tigers 1, Dodgers 0. We're in the 5th inning. The pitch swung on and fouled back again. You're right indeed, Patriot. Dave Roberts has been in many of these situations. You can even go back when they were when he famously stole that base with the Red Sox against the Yankees, trailing in that series 0-3, and they came back to beat the Yankees, trailing 3-0. So Roberts has indeed been there. As a player, as a manager, he's weathered the storm. 1-2 the count to Dingler. The 97th pitch is in the dirt, slider missing. 88-mile-an-hour slider. It's now 2-2 to Dingler. Snell just trying to get out of this inning with under 100 pitches at this point and not allowing any more runs, trailing 1-0. The 2-2 pitch swung on a little ground foul behind home plate. Two balls, 2 strikes to Dingler. 5th inning. 2 on, 2 outs. 1-0 Tigers lead. The 2-2 pitch, the 99th pitch, swung on him, missed, and down he goes for his 10th strikeout. So what a way to send out Snell, his 10th strikeout. He walked 3. They can close the books on him as we move to the 6th inning for the Dodgers. This is the inning Steven said the Dodgers will come alive in. Thomas, Ohtani, and Freeman will be coming up. Thank you, Robert, with some feedback. Wasn't sure how the fans like the angle that it's in now. I've never really heard one word pro or con. You're the first one to chime in. I know one person doesn't make it the whole thing, but just kind of always wondered that. Do you like this or do you like that? I know it'd usually be 50-50 vote either way. Okay, back to live action. Thomas to the plate. The pitch is a fastball, 93-mile-an-hour fastball for strike 1 to Thomas. So Snell's done through 99 pitches, 3 hits, 10 strikeouts, 3 walks in 5 innings of work and gave up 1 run. The pitch swung on. Here's a shot. It's going to maybe drop. Let's see. Back to the... It'll go short hop the wall. Thomas rounding first. And he's into second with a stand-up double. So nice bit of hitting there by Thomas. So he's back on his little hit parade that he was on earlier when he first joined the club. And he took a few games off from hitting and Now he's back up on it. Welcome back, Thomas, to the hit parade. Now, Montiero's thrown 62 pitches. Ohtani is 1 for 2. Remember, he got that little bloop single in left field in his last at-bat. But Ohtani's mostly lethal with runners in scoring position, and he's got one there now. Pitch is taken for a strike. No outs. Knuckle curve. And that could have been challenged by Ohtani. It would have been a ball, but that's okay. Ohtani's going to muster through it. 0-1 the count. The pitch is outside for ball 1 in the changeup. So just move him over, Ohtani. Let's get the man to third base and see if Freddie Freeman can bring him home with a scoring fly ball. Breakthrough on the scoreless inning. There's a strike. Remember, this is the last chance for Snell to get credited with a win in this half inning. If the Dodgers take the lead and hold on to the lead, Snell will get the win. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch on the way. Swung on. There's a little ground ball hit sharply down to McGunkle. He'll pick it up, throw it over to first base. He's out, but that's okay because he moved the runner over. Thomas is now at third. It was really close. Ohtani thought he was safe. And now they're going to say manager's challenge on that. They're going to, whoa, he might have beat the throw. That is really closer than I thought, but I guess they'll pack it up and not fight it. It looked like it was. Nope. Okay, so no challenge at all. Ohtani takes it, walks back to the dugout. Runner at third. We only need a scoring fly ball here. Freeman to the plate. 1-0 Tigers lead. Monterio's 67th pitch is taken for a strike. And the Tigers got the bullpen action. Tyler Holton starting to throw. He's starting to throw, and the guy's only thrown 67 pitches. He's shut out the Dodgers at this point. There's a base hit, no more shutout. In comes Thomas to score, and we're tied at 1 apiece. So just like that, the Dodgers, that is working it around. That's beautifully textbook baseball right there. Guy leads off with a double. Next hitter moves him over to third, and the next hitter promptly bangs him home with a base hit. Way to work around the guy and keep things moving. Up comes Mookie Betts. 1 on, 1 out, 1-1 tie. And the knuckle curve, 79-mile-an-hour knuckle curve by Montero, taken for a ball. Mookie is 0 for 2 with a ground out and a fly out. And Montero's 70th pitch is on the way. Ooh, high. Ball 2. Two balls, no strikes to Betts. Just avoid the double play, Mookie. Pitch is swung on, lifted foul and out of play. Muncy waiting on deck. Hernandez walking around. Kike walking around in the dugout holding a bat. Maybe he may be in a pinch hit. He came through last night in a big way. Got a single and then made some nice catches there in the outfield, subbing in for Thomas. Pitch is fouled away. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. It's always good to see Kike and Rojas interjected into a game and come through it in something, key situations. They'll forever be remembered in Dodger lore as the heroes in that World Series versus Toronto. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch swung on. There's a ground shot off the glove of the third baseman, and it'll go all the way to the corner there in the foul territory. And Freeman will stop at second base. So that was a hot one right off of Lee's glove at third base. He was along the line, and then it just sputtered foul, and quickly Baez ran over to pick it up in foul territory. But he was so close of grabbing that, and he slowed it down. I thought Freeman would have tried to go to third, but no, he didn't. But it's okay. Montiero's now been officially run from this game after 73 pitches and 2 men left on base that are his, and he'll leave right now. Timeout in action. I'm going to go take a quick break. Be right back. Okay, so we got a new pitcher coming in for the Tigers. That is Holton. Okay, so Tyler Holton, yes, he appeared last night. In last night's game, he's 6'2", 200 pounds, out of Tallahassee, Florida, trying to put an end to this little Dodger rally that they've kind of gotten here. Going, first pitch to Muncy's a cutter taken high for ball 1. Holton, 1 for 5 record, 3.03 ERA, 50 strikeouts, 15 walks he's allowed. The 1-0 pitch on the way to Muncy's taken high for ball 2. 2 on, 1 out. Dodgers already pushed forth 1 run in this inning, looking to get more. We are in the 6th inning, and if the Dodgers can get more runs, hold on to that lead, Snell will be the victorious pitcher, providing they'll give up that lead. So 3 balls and no strikes here. So he comes in and promptly throws 3 balls in a hurry to Muncy. The 3-0 pitch is taken for ball 4 on the sinker. And the bases are now loaded with 1 out. So this has got to make Snell very interested in this game. Suddenly he left the game trailing 1-0. Looked like he was dead and done. He threw 99 pitches. He only allowed 3 hits, 1 run, got 10 strikeouts, gave up 3 walks, did Snell. Looked like that was going to be all for naught. And now suddenly the Dodgers wake up in the 6th inning again for the 2nd straight game and push forth 1 run, have the bases loaded with 1 out, and looking to put more up there in the scoreboard. Now there's a meeting at the mound. Up comes Tommy Edman. So Edman's 0 for 2. Bases empty. He's 250, but with runners in scoring position, he's hitting .294. So a little bit better, 40 points better, 44 points to be exact better, with runners in scoring position. The pitch is taken for strike 1. I'll take that. I agree. A deep fly out. I'll take it. Scoring fly ball. Get the lead. Any way you can get it. You got 1 out to play with there. Pitch on the way is outside. What we do not need is a double play, and Dodgers hit into 2 of those yesterday with the bases loaded against these same Tigers. Don't do that now. Pitch on the way is way outside. Holton suddenly has lost the strike zone. He has pitched 4, 5, 6 balls in 7 pitches. Pitch on the way, and oh my goodness, ground ball sharply to McGunkle. He goes a short way to Baez, double play, and that'll do it. So they went double play, the very thing I said they didn't need, and they get. McGunkle to Torres to Torkelson, and the Dodgers are done with the bases loaded and 1 out, and it's a double play. So we move to the bottom of the 6th. It'll be Valencia, followed by Torkelson, and then Malgeri on a horrible 6-4-3 double play to end the inning. So welcome in, Stephen. Dodgers get even again in the 6th, as you predicted 2 games ago. And a 1-1 tie. So what could have been a much, much bigger inning fizzles out into 1 run. But hey, they're tied now. And they got a new pitcher in here. Helverson coming in. Seth Helverson now coming in for the Dodgers. And if you missed it earlier, I said Cole Irving is now back on the roster and with a team. He'll famously be remembered for being left in there as a sacrificial lamb against the Red Sox on that Friday night. He got pounded mercifully for a lot of runs, left in there, and next day he was released, and Dodgers after that went on to lose 7 straight, counting that game. So that was their 7th straight skid losing streak, and it started when Cole Irving was last on the mound. So we move to the bottom of the 6th. Dodgers 1 run, 4 hits, and 1 error. 4 men left on base. The Tigers have left 6 men on base. And they have 1 run, 3 hits, and no errors. And they've left 6. So here's Seth Helverson, Colorado and Los Angeles. Okay, so he came over from the Rockies. And now he's on the mound. Pitch on the way is taken for a strike 1 on the fastball. 100-mile-an-hour fastball. So he's got some smoke to him there, JT. First pitch right out of the box, a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. Didn't know Helverson had it in him. The 0-1 pitch. It's a ground ball hit sharply down to Mookie. Fields it cleanly. Throws over to Freddie at first for the out. 6-3 put out is done. And there's now 1 out. So Helverson, 2 pitches and 1 out. So he did pitch against Kansas City a couple of weeks ago. I did not watch that game, so my bad, on me. Don't know why it's taking him so long to come back. I guess he wasn't on the roster. They kept using the same cast of characters. Phillips, Stewart. Haven't seen Hunt in a while. Maybe they'll put him in. So pretty good. 2 pitches, 1 out by Helverson. And up comes Keith. So Keith is now in there, pinch hitting. He was inserted yesterday late as a pinch hitter, and he's inserted there again today as a pinch hitter. Pinch hitting for Torkelson. The 1-0 pitch on the way to Keith is another 100-mile-an-hour fastball for ball 2. So when Helverson throws, he even has a little jump, pop to his step off of the mound. A kick, that's what it is. It's like a high spinning kick. So it's now 3-0 and another, it's a ball. almost like a taekwondo side kick, side thrusting kick that he displays. Pitch on the way is taken for a strike, a 99-mile-an-hour fastball. Its count is now 3-1. Three and one. There's a ground ball hit sharply down to Freeman. Nicely played. He says, I'll do it myself. He runs it to the bag, and there's 2 outs now. So the 3 put out is in the books. Sharp grounder to Freeman at first, and there's now 2 outs. So Helverson, 7 pitches, 2 outs. Very, very good. And up comes another pinch hitter, Zach McKinstry. This season in 108 games, played 3 seasons with the Dodgers, hitting .216, 4 home runs, and 26 ribbies. Played on 20, so some of you may remember him. Comes in now to face Helverson. 2 outs in the 6th and a 1-1 tie. Former Dodger of 2 years coming up now to the plate. Seventh Major League Baseball season, 2025 All-Star. Pitches, they hit him. So hit by pitch. First pitch to McKinstry, and he's on base with a H, hit by pitch. And where did it hit him? In the back foot. So he's a lefty, hit him in the left foot, his back foot. So now he's got 1 steal in 6 attempts, so he's not much of a base stealer at that rate, 17%. The pitch on the way is high. The throw down, he tries to steal, and he's stolen it. Just as I said, he's not much of a threat. He does it. And now he's at second base. Runner in scoring position. Baez to the plate. 2 outs, and now we got a runner in scoring position. The pitch, foul ball and a slider. It's now 1-1 to Baez. Meanwhile, no money man at all today. He's taking the Saturday off. 1-1 the count. Pitcher's a ground ball hit sharply down to Mookie at short. Throws over to Freddie Freeman in time, and that'll do it. 6-3 put out. Done. Score at the end of 6 complete innings from Comerica Park in Detroit. Tigers 1, Dodgers 1. We move to the 7th inning. And in that 7th, it'll be Tucker, followed by Teoscar, and then Fiducia coming to the plate. If anybody gets on, Thomas. So Sears, a new pitcher coming in now for the Tigers. Let's get to know Sears. So Andrew Sears, 23-year-old lefty, 6'3", 200 pounds, out of West Warwick, Rhode Island. So that's who the Dodgers will be facing right now in the top of the 7th inning. Okay, let's go Tucker. Let's make it happen. Pitch is taken low on the slider for ball one. Pitch is way high. And that wasn't a pitch. What happened there? Looked like the ump called timeout. Not sure what went on there. Andrew Sears, major league debut versus Kansas City. Pitched 4 innings. He's got a different type of a windup, herky-jerky type from the lefty pie. And it's hit by Tucker. It's going to fall and die in left field. And Tucker's going to wind up standing at second base with a double. Nice job by Kyle Tucker. So Tucker greets the 23-year-old with a lazy blooper that died there in hit the foul line, just inside of foul territory in left field, and then it skidded near the track, and Tucker cruised on into second base. Up is Teoscar. First pitch taken, a 92-mile-an-hour fastball for strike one. So Teoscar struck out twice in his previous 2 plate appearances. He's happy to see Monetero gone. Next pitch is swung on and fouled away. The count is now 0-2 to Sears. Facing Sears. And now on deck is Kike. So he figures to come up and bat for Fiducia, and they'll make that late change, put Revert behind the plate. It worked last night for the Dodgers. Pitch is taken in the dirt, slider for ball one. It's now 1-2. Dodgers are .272 average with runners in scoring position, third in Major League Baseball. Today, 1 for 3. .272 average with runners in scoring position, and that's third in the National League. Here's a pitch. It's swung on, and a high fly out to Clark in center. He'll catch the ball, and Tucker doesn't dare challenge Clark. He stays at second base. So Teoscar didn't move over Clark to third base. So now the scoring opportunity, fly ball scoring opportunity is out of play. Kike to the plate this season in 20 games, hitting .231. And now the pitching coach will come out and have a few words with Sears on how to face Kike. For a minute there, Jason, I thought Clown was back in. We got a guy that comes in with the name of Clown in the chat. That's not the case. I misread his post. Meanwhile, Kike hitting .316 with runners in scoring position. So this is good. This is promising. Let's see if he can motor home Tucker. Tucker still trying to recover from being thrown out at the plate last night. The pitch is taken outside. Remember, it was Kike's single. That single to right field, and McGonkle threw a perfect strike to the plate to nail Tucker. But now it's a different catcher. Valencia's behind the plate. No longer Dingler. The pitch is swung on and missed. It's now 1-1 count. One ball, one strike. The pitch swung on and missed by Kike. It's now 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to Kike. Tucker at second base. 1 out. 7th inning, deadlocked in a 1-1 tie. The 1-2 pitch to Kike is low in the dirt down near his feet. The 80-mile-an-hour slider. It's now 2-2. Josh is calling for a home run. Sears' 11th pitch is taken way outside. They're going to check on the half swing. They're going to say strike, and down goes Kike on that check swing strikeout. So now there's 2 outs, and the Dodgers are on the verge of wasting a leadoff double. And up comes Rojas. So Miguel Rojas comes up. This season in 85 games, pinch hit. He's pinch hit single in last night's game in the 6th inning. He hit it right past the diving McGunkle at shortstop last night to drive home Kike. Now Kike strikes out. There's 2 outs. Rojas hitting .278 in 85 games. 3 home runs, 19 ribbies. Checks in now against Sears. The pitch on the way is taken for a strike. Changeup. Welcome in. Moneyman does make a late appearance. Just when you thought he wasn't going to come, he shows up. He had been the most requested guy in the chat all afternoon, and he finally makes a late appearance. The 0-1 pitch on the way is taken low for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike on the changeup. 1-1 tie. Tucker away from second base. Rojas to the plate. 2 outs in the 7th. The pitch way inside for ball 2 on the fastball. 93-mile-an-hour fastball. Two balls, 1 strike. The pitch to Rojas, swung on and missed on slider. It's now 2-2. So earlier in the game, we saw the Venezuelan battery of Montiero and Valencia behind the plate for the Tigers. And now the Dodgers have their own version, the spark plug from Venezuela and Rojas at the plate. 2-2. The pitch is outside for ball 3 on the changeup. It's now 3-2. Ohtani waiting on deck. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on, lifted a high, lazy fly ball. McGunkle going out there. He'll make the catch in right field, and that'll do it for the Dodgers in the 7th inning. The score after 6.5 from Comerica Park. Dodgers 1, Tigers 1. We move to the bottom of the 7th. I'll take a quick timeout and be right back after this 7th inning stretch. Okay, so we're ready to move into the bottom of the 7th inning. And who are the... Dodgers now got out their familiar face. Vesia now goes out there. He pitched last night. Came off looking pretty good last night in last night's appearance. Trying to work his way back in good graces with some Dodger fans after some poor pitching performances of late. So let's see if he can keep that positive stuff going for him. Kike is now in the center field, and behind the plate is Rovert. So we got a new catcher. Rovert replaces Fiducia, and Alex Vesia is now on the mound for the Dodgers. Clark to the plate. He's 1 for 1 today's game. Pitch is fastball taken for ball 1. One ball, no strikes to Clark. The pitch swung on and fouled back and out of play on the 93-mile-an-hour fastball. The 1-1 pitch. Line down to Freddie Freeman. He's going to take the short hop, throw it over to Vesia, covering first base nicely for the 3-1 put out at first. And there's 1 out in the books. 7th inning, 1 out. Nice play by Freeman, backing up on that ball so it didn't eat him up on the short hop. And threw a nice throw and catch by Vesia to cover that. And up comes Torres. Torres is 1 for 3 with an RBI double. Hitting .262, 8 home runs. So Torres, yet another Venezuelan, taking part in today's game. Vesia's pitch on the way, swung on and lined foul down the third base line. Pitch is low. Check over at first. They say no. It was like a half swing. First base umpire says no swing. Good one, JT. Pitching is like real estate. Location, location, location. 1 ball, 1 strike to Torres. We're in the 7th inning in a 1-1 tie. One pitch. Swung on a high fly ball. Tucker's under it in right field. He's waiting. He's got it for the second out. Okay. Nice. Vesia, 6 pitches, 2 outs. Has he found himself back again? Looks like he may be heading that way. We'll see. Don't want to get too far ahead of myself. Up comes Lee, straight out of New Taipei, Taiwan. He's 0 for 3 on the day. Pitch is just a little outside, fastball missing for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch is a fastball taken for ball 2. The 2-0 pitch is taken right down the middle there, or hitting the black part of the plate for a strike. So it's now 2-1. Vesia's next pitch will be his 10th pitch. 2 outs in the 7th inning, and he's got Lee 2 balls and 1 strike. There's a foul. It's now 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on. There's a ground base hit into right field. And Lee's aboard with a 2-out base hit. So good question. Stephen asked, do y'all think Smith's return will re-energize the club? Very good question. Got to see how, if and when and how he looks when he comes back. But it couldn't hurt with the pitching. He's got whole new pitchers too since he was last with the club. It'll be his first time seeing Skubal. There's some other guys in the lineup that he probably didn't see. Helverson. Pitch on the way is high for ball 1. McGonkel to the plate. He's 0 for 1 today. 2 outs in the 7th inning, 1 on. 1-1 tie. Right down the middle, slider for strike 1, so it's 1-1. Have fun, Talk Radio. Thanks for joining us. Have a good rest of your day. There's a pitch inside for ball 2. So Talk Radio has officially left the building. And we're deadlocked in a 1-1 tie. 37th pick overall was McGonkel. And he has been extraordinary player for the Tigers. All-star, soon-to-be AL Rookie of the Year, taken for a strike 2 on the slider. It's 2-2 count now to McGonkel. Pitch, there he goes, a throw down the tag, he's stolen it, and now Lee's on second base with scoring position on a 3-2 count to McGonkel. Okay, it's up to Vesia to take care of McGonkel now. He's got a run in scoring position. Goof-off days are over. Let's go. 3-2 count to McGonkel. Take care of him now. The pitch. There's a little ground ball hit sharply to Freeman. He's going to do it himself, go over to first and touch the base, and that'll do it for the Tigers. So nicely recovered there by Vesia after giving up the solo hit. The score after 7 complete innings from Detroit. Dodgers 1, Tigers 1, and up that comes at top of the order for the Dodgers. It'll be Ohtani, followed by Freeman and Betts. And if anybody gets on, Max Muncy. Thank you, Who Knows. Kind of trying to switch it up a little bit for you guys, giving you different angles, different appearances, not having you bored all the time looking at the same angle. So, Who Knows is like in the different little angles that you can see on this Major League Baseball game tracker app. You're right. Shohei is due right now. He had a single, got a hit, little lazy blooper into left field earlier after striking out in his first plate appearance. He's 1 for 3 on the afternoon. Remember, he's most lethal when he has men in scoring position. He did have one earlier, and he moved him over from second base to third base, and he was thrown out just by an eyelash at first base, running down the line. So now he comes up here to lead the inning off. Nobody on. 2025 World Series Ohtani ring giveaway September 2nd against the Cardinals. So that's just right around the corner this coming week. Get a Ohtani ring. First 40,000 fans. Big swing and a miss by Ohtani at the plate. He was looking to put the Dodgers ahead if he got a hold of that ball with that swing. And the slider. The pitch by Sears. There's a ground foul, and the count is now 0-2 on another slider to Ohtani. We're in the 8th inning. Deadlocked in a 1-1 tie. Tigers playing the Dodgers tight like it's the 7th game of the World Series. They played them tight last night, losing by 1 run. The 0-2 pitch. There's a little ground ball down to, it'll be a lazy line drive caught by the first baseman. And there's out number 1. So Freddie Freeman comes up. Pitch is taken for a ball 1. 94-mile-an-hour fastball. Sears again. Pitches outside for ball 2. So Keith is playing first base now for the Tigers. So he made that catch of Ohtani's line drive. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Freeman as he fouled away that pitch. The pitch on the way again is fouled back. So Sears is really dealing in a hurry. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Freeman. And no sooner does Sears get the ball and he's ready to throw it back. 2-2 pitch, swung on and fouled away. The 2-2 pitch in the dirt for ball 3. And now it's 3-2. Dodgers have both of their challenges left. Tigers are down to their last challenge. We're in the 8th inning, 1 out. Nobody on in a 1-1 tie. 3-2 full count to Freeman right now. Three-two pitch. Swung on. There's a high chopper taken down by McGunkle at short. Quickly throws over to Keith at first. And there's now 2 outs in the 8th inning. And up comes Mookie. Mookie 1 for 3 with a single. Sears has thrown 27 pitches from last inning to this inning. 2 outs now in the 8th. Pitches taken for a ball. 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Speaking of fastball, warming up in the bullpen for the Dodgers is Henriquez. Man famous for his 103-mile-an-hour fastballs. Meanwhile, this is a slider taken for a ball by Mookie. 2 outs, 8th inning. Sears working really quickly. The 2-0 pitch is taken for a strike 1. He's working so quick you'd think he was double parked outside the stadium. 2 balls, 1 strike to Sears. And yet another pitch is way inside for ball 3. Okay, Sears once again has the ball. Quickly dealing. 3-1 pitch is taken for strike 2 on the changeup. I haven't seen a pitcher work this fast in a long, long time. Okay, Sears once again gets the ball. The windup, the pitch. Swung on a high, lazy pop-up there in the right field is Magonka. He'll get under it. He'll make the catch, and that'll do it. Check that, Majiri. Check that, Majiri. So Majiri, right fielder, makes the catch, and the Dodgers are done in the top of the 8th. The score after 7.5. Dodgers won, Tigers won. We move to the bottom of the 8th, and it'll be Dingler, followed by Valencia, and then Keith, who came in for Torkelson late in the game. Remember, if this does go extra innings, Dodgers are 5-0 in extra inning games, but we still have a little bit more to go before we get there at that point. Bottom of the 8th we go. You're right, Stephen. Mookie's plate appearance did fizzle out. And now the Tigers and Henriquez will be out there facing Dingler. So this is if you're from Venezuela, you got to enjoy this game. Another Venezuelan making an appearance. Dodgers have had their 2 in Rojas, and now Henriquez coming in. Meanwhile, the Tigers have had Torres, Monterio, and Valencia. So 3-2 in the Venezuelan count on this game. And we'll see Henriquez on the mound shortly for the Dodgers. The line of this game, Dodgers 1 run, 5 hits and 1 error. Tigers 1 run, 4 hits and no errors. Henriquez in 54 games comes in with a 4-1 record, 2.82 ERA, 62 strikeouts. He's known for that really high fastball. Let's see if he can get up to 103 today. Last time he came in, he was about 101, 100. Didn't go past 102. Or even hit 102. Dingler, the plate, the pitch is taken. There he goes, 102 mile an hour sinker for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. A 102 fastball. So it's now 1-1. Check swing foul. It's now 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to Dingler. Leadoff hitter in this bottom of the 8th for the Tigers in a 1-1 tie. Pitch is high. Fastball of 102. It's now 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Pitch is in the dirt in the slider, 86 mile an hour slider. It's now 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes to Dingler. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Dingler. No outs, just the start of this bottom of the 8th for the Tigers. 1-1 tie. The 3-2 pitch is taken. That's a strike 3. Whoa. But they're going to go to the... Dingler's now going to use the challenge. I think he's going to lose that challenge. That was a strike all the way. The challenge, Tigers challenge. Boom. The challenge works. It does not work, should say. So that takes 2 purposes. You lose the challenge, and now no more challenges the rest of the game for Detroit. But if this game goes extra innings, each team is awarded 1 challenge each. So not bad to challenge that, knowing that you'll get another challenge if it goes extra innings. Okay, 1 out now in the 8th. Up comes Valencia, the other Venezuelan on Venezuela. So Henriquez from Venezuela facing Valencia from Venezuela. He's 0-3 with a ground out in the 6th. 0-1 the count to Valencia. The 0-1 pitch. High, 102 mile an hour fastball for ball 1. The pitch is high for ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike to Valencia. The pitch is lifted, a nice easy put out. This will be popped up revert. It'll be Muncy making the catch in fair territory, very close to home plate for out number 2. And now with 2 outs, up comes Keith. Keith came into pinch hit late in this game for Torkelson. He's at first base. Hitting from the left-hand side of the plate. So he grounded out his first plate appearance. The pitch is taken for a strike on the fastball, a 102 fastball. Oh, and 1 the count to Keith. That's high for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike to Keith. Is swung on and missed on 85 mile an hour slider. It's now 1-2. So Keith out of Zanesville, Ohio. Colt Keith. Sounds like he could be a country music singer or maybe a football player. Colt Keith to the plate. The 1-2 pitch on the way. In the dirt near his feet, and he's going to be hit by that pitch, and he's going to go to first base. Okay, so Henriquez making his own trouble here. He allows hits a guy with 2 outs already and puts him on base. The go-ahead run. Now you're going to have to be careful here, Henriquez. Up comes the former Dodger, Zach McKinstry. He was also hit by a pitch and stole the base. So you got one guy following another guy, both of them hit by pitches. They can lick their wounds later. Right now it's all hands on deck. Pitches fouled away. 2 outs, 1 on, and it's now an 0-1 count to McKinstry. Henriquez has thrown 15 pitches. You know, McKinstry would love nothing more than to haunt the Dodgers and hurt them here with a big RBI. The 0-1 pitch swung on and missed. It's 0-2 on the cutter. One more strike. All Henriquez needs to get out of this inning. Keep in mind, if the Dodgers do go to extra innings, they're 5-0 in extra inning games this year. The 0-2 pitch swung on, fouled away. Count remains 0-2 on the 102-mile-an-hour fastball. The 0-2 pitch. Foul. So McKinstry hanging tough at the plate, fouling pitch after pitch off. Colt Keith was leaving, and now he's got to go back to first. He's 5 for 5 in stolen bases this season. Surprised he hasn't tried to go earlier. The 0-2 pitch on the way to McKinstry is swung on, lifted, a high fly ball. Out goes Muncy. In comes Teoscar in foul territory to make the catch, and that'll do it. So Henriquez gets out of that little bitty tiny jam. The score after 8 complete innings. Dodgers 1, Tigers 1. We move to the top of the ninth. And in that ninth, it'll be Muncy, followed by Edman, and then Tucker. First 3 hitters coming up, and who's going to face them? Who's going to pitch to them? Just so you know, the Tigers have Kenley Jensen as one of their pitchers. And they didn't show who was warming up. Sears pitched pretty well his 2 previous innings. Are they going to have him go out there a 3rd inning? Still don't know yet. No word on that. But Kenley Jensen is on the Tiger roster. So maybe sometime, if not today, maybe tomorrow in this series, we will see him. He did not appear in the game last night. Okay, so we are going. It will be Sears again. So they're going to keep Sears out there. He pitched so well those 2 previous innings. Up is Muncy now, facing Sears. Pitch on the way is taken for a ball. 6 go-ahead home runs since the All-Star game. Muncy has. Up there right now with a chance to hurt Sears. Sears is all dialed in. The pitch swung on and fouled back. It's now 1-2. So Sears works with a sense of urgency on every single pitch. He's thrown 36 pitches. He's like a machine. He can't be stopped. As soon as he gets the ball, he's ready to deal again. The 1-2 pitch swung on, a high fly ball. In comes, out goes McGonkel in short. He'll make the catch in shallow center field for the out. Jack Dreyer now throwing in the bullpen for the Dodgers. And Kenley Jensen is now warming up in the bullpen. So Kenley Jensen, 38-year-old at Curio, looks like he'll be brought in if this game does go to the 10th inning. We're in the 9th. Pitch to Edmonds fouled away. It's now 0-1. Edmonds is 0 for 3. Pitch is line drive, shot. It'll be fallen, base hit into left field, and Edmonds aboard with a one-out base hit to left field. Now comes Kyle Tucker up there. He's 1 for 2 with a walk and a single. He's got a man on first. Pitch on the way is taken for a strike. Walker did have a game-winning hit a few games ago. I believe it was last Saturday, in fact. He hit that game-winning hit against the Pirates. So maybe he's the Saturday special secret weapon for the Dodgers if he can come through here with another game-winning hit. 1-1 tie. We're in the 9th inning, 1 out, 1 on. Tucker to the plate. The pitch. There's a ground ball down to shortstop second. He'll pick it up and touch second base. There's now 2 outs as Tucker's safe at first. There wasn't enough speed on that ground ball to try to double play. So there's the force out at second. Tucker's now at first, and that's it for Sears. And they'll be replaced, and in comes Kenley Jensen. So Kenley Jensen now will be facing Teoscar Hernandez. Thank you all for tuning in to this broadcast. Dodgers and the Tigers deadlocked in a 1-1 game. If you're enjoying it, hit the thumbs up button. No matter what team you're cheering for, if you're liking it, hit the button. If you're enjoying my play-by-play, hit the subscribe button. It's free. Thank you very much for those of you who have subscribed today. Big gong to all of you new subscribers. Welcome in. And for all you returning subscribers, a big bang on the bongo for you. Okay, so the shenanigans are done. We're waiting for Kenley Jensen to finish his warm-up pitches and get back to work. So Dodgers will have 1 on. That's Kyle Tucker at first. Teoscar Hernandez at the plate. So Kenley Jensen this season, 39 games, 3-5 record, 17 for 22 save opportunities with a 4.08 ERA in 35 innings of work, 41 strikeouts, 20 walks. So let's see what Teoscar can do. Teoscar is overdue. He's 0 for 3. Kenley Jensen's got 350 career saves with the Dodgers, a franchise record. And now he's standing up there on the mound trying to shut him down. Man from Curio on the mound, a guy from Dominican Republic at the plate. Then behind the plate, a man from Venezuela in Valencia. The pitch on the way. Taken for strike 1, a 92-mile-an-hour cutter. The 0-1 pitch swung on and fouled back in foul territory, moving over quickly, and then drops between the two of them. Oh my, what a gift. Keith didn't know where it was, must have lost it. McGonkle, Majiri coming in from right field, thought he had it, and it fell right in between the two of them in foul territory. Very catchable for Keith. And not sure, and Keith kind of gives it like, what the hell, look over to Majiri, like I thought you were coming to catch it. And let's see if the Dodgers can make that hurt. Can they make that capitalize? New life given. The 0-2 count to Hernandez. A pitch swung on and fouled away. This will be well back up into the stands. Keep in mind, remember in that third inning, that run that was taken away from the Tigers, it should have been 2-1 at this point in favor of the Tigers, but that fan interfered it, and they made Keith go back to third. Here's a lazy fly ball hit to center field. Back he goes to the shortstop. Take it to the left fielder, makes it at the warning track for the catch, and that'll do it. The end of the ninth inning. So that was nothing but a long, long fly out. He had a beat on it all the way. Dodgers are done in the ninth, but the Dodgers can thank their lucky stars that fan did interfere. Otherwise, this game would be over at this point right now. So we move to the bottom of the ninth inning as Kenley Jensen gets the Tigers out of that little jam. And the guys coming up for the Tigers facing the Dodgers will be Baez, Clark, and Torres. That was Baez that made that catch in deep, dead left field to get out of that inning. And who'll be pitching to him? Dreyer, Jack Dreyer coming in. Dreyer to face Baez. Javier Baez, didn't give him his props out of Puerto Rico. So a shout out to the Puerto Rico and Baez fan club, catching that ball, keeping this game a 1-1 tie. If he doesn't catch that, Tucker scores easily from first base. Okay, back to live action. Dreyer now to the mound, and he'll soon be facing Baez, who just made that nice running catch in the outfield. So Jack Dreyer now comes in with a record of 5-1, 57 games he's appeared in. He's got an ERA of 2.83. So they're even, Steven, right here for you, just in time for you to show up in a 1-1 tie. The pitch from Dreyer to Baez is taken for a strike, fastball, and it's now 0-1. So Javier Baez is the Tigers' answer to Kike. He plays multiple positions, infield, outfield. He's a man of many talents, and he just ran that ball down there nicely in the outfield for the catch. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Baez. Swung on, lines down into the corner of left field. By the time Teoscar picks it up and throws it in, Baez is cruising into second base with a double, and that's not good at all. He's throwing some boxing punches at second base, his version of the Freddie Freeman dance, and the Tigers are in business in the bottom of the ninth. So Baez arrives on third, gives 3 shadow boxes and an uppercut. And Clark is now up there at the plate. Clark is 1 for 2. He was sent back to third base in the third inning when he thought he scored the second run. Here's a squared bunt, nicely laid down. He moves the man over to third. It's a throw. They got him. Nice play by Tommy Edman to cover and catch that ball. And now there's 1 out in the ninth, but you got a runner at third base in Baez. Let's see that again as Jack Dreyer threw kind of wildly over to first on the baseline, but Tommy Edman crossed over to first, kept his foot on the bag, and got him out. Nice play by Tommy Edman at first base, covering first. All right, check that. They said he was safe. I thought he had him out. What is going on? No, he is out. Oh, I see. Okay, I get it now. They walked. Torres was coming up. So that's what happened. So, yes, the runner was out at first. There's 1 out in the ninth, but they right away gave the 4-finger sign to send Torres to first, and that's why he's on first base now. So you got a runner at first trying to set up for that double play. Of course, not a bad move because, remember, Torres' run at first base means nothing. You're trying to set up a double play situation here to get out of this jam. So, nicely played by the Dodgers. So Baez, the winning run, is at third base. Torres is at first. And up comes Lee out of New Taipei, Taiwan. He's 1 for 4 with a single and a stolen base. 1 out in the ninth inning. Dreyer to the plate in a jam here with all kinds of things going on. Pitch very high. Nice catch by Revert behind the plate from saving that to go to the backstop. It's now 1-0. Tigers 239 with runners in scoring position. Batting average collectively. Pitch is taken for strike 1. A curveball. One and 1 the count to Lee. Way high. What a nice jackrabbit jump up in the air Rovert did to save that ball. Come on, Dreyer, what are you doing? Keep the pitches down at least. Nice save by Rovert again. He hopped like a little bunny rabbit after catching that one, coming up for the crouch. 2 balls and 1 strike. The pitch jams him, fouls it back. Nice place pitch there. That's what you got right there. So he jammed him and fouled it back. The count is now 2 balls and 2 strikes. This game can end on any pitch right now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 9th inning. Baez at third. The pitch is in the dirt. Nicely stopped again by Revert. He's earned his money in this at-bat alone, saving 2 wild pitches and actually another one there. Stopping it. Baez is at third base, dancing back and forth, making all kinds of motion, gestures, trying to distract the Dodgers. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Lee. Count is full. Runner at first, that means nothing. The runner at third means everything. There's a ground foul. And the count is still 3-2, 1 out. 1-1 tie. Jack Dreyer has thrown 6 pitches to Lee right now. In this sequence, he's all over the map. The pitch, his 11th pitch, swung on. It goes all the way foul back to the backstop. Count is still 3-2. Just got barely a trickle of that, did Lee. His seventh, he's taken 7 pitches already from Dreyer. Out of Dreyer's 11 pitches he's thrown in this inning. The 3-2 pitch on the way to Lee. Way high, a nice save again by Rovert, and Lee is aboard with a walk. Bases are loaded. Good one there. You're absolutely right on the definition of insanity. And the Dodgers are doing the same thing over and over. Up comes now Kevin McGonkel, 0 for 2 with 2 walks. The future American League Rookie of the Year at the plate. Dreyer's thrown 12 pitches. Bases are loaded. One out. Infield is up, ready in double play position. The pitch is taken for a slider. Dodgers are gonna challenge it. Might as well. Dodgers have a challenge, 2 challenges left. They lose that challenge. It's a ball. Dodgers still have 1 challenge left. Rovert has really earned his money on this half an inning alone, saving wild pitches. 1-0 the count to McGonkel. The pitch is swung on and missed. Nice slider. 88-mile-an-hour slider. It's now 1-1. Alice is calling for Dave to put down the bottle he's drinking. The pitch is fouled away. It's now 1-2 on the fastball. MIL Milk is calling for Dave to start the game with clowns and end it with the starters. It's 1-2 right now. The pitch is a high fly ball, and this is going to end it. And it'll go way back. Dodgers will watch it go, hit the warning track. Tigers will come in and score, and this game is over. Dodgers will lose 2-1. So McGonkel, their AL Rookie of the Year, proving up to that right now as he hit a long ball to the warning track, and Knowles Dreyer can do is walk away. He will be tagged with a loss, and justifiably so, on a horse blank performance. Dreyer's record falls to 5-2 with a 2.9 ERA. The winning pitcher is Kenley Jensen. Can you believe that? 38-year-old Jensen pitches to one guy. He is the pitcher of record. He gets the win. His record improves to 4-5 with a 4.0 ERA. Congratulations to Kenley. The final line of the score, Tigers 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors. Dodgers 1 run, 6 hits, and 1 error. And you can look at that 1 error and say, well, shoddy play by the Dodgers, losing yet another 1-run game as the Tigers again run around like they won the 7th game of the World Series. We saw this celebration like this, just similar in Atlanta as the Braves celebrated. So MILK says Los Angeles, Dreyer is all wet. Yep, and that'll do it. The comments are coming in all over the place. The final score is the Dodgers lose a close game again. The 5th straight 1-run game. Dodgers have lost 4 of the last 5 1-run games. 3 to the Braves and 1 now to the Tigers. They won last night a 1-run game. They lose tonight a 1-run game. Tomorrow's day game will be another early start, 10:30 local time in LA, 1:30 in Los Angeles. And 1:30, no, take it back. 1:30 in Detroit, 10:30 in Los Angeles. So thank you all for watching this game. Have yourself a rest of the day, tremendous day, wherever you may be. Turn out the lights. This game is OVER. Have a safe rest of the day.
They say that all good get must end. Yeah, game's over. by play. What crazy game does it to many great plays? And now it's time to turn out the lights. The game is over. Bid you a pleasant good night and breathe in, baby. Turn out the lights and yeah, the game is all over for you. Turn out the lights, the game's over. You think you can con and you can hook up the game and the light, the game's over. He doesn't get up a man with the key of lights about it. And that's a lot over. I think you deal with the stop, but it's not a can last. And I promise that the game's over. I get it open up, when it's on. And that's your words out on the table.
Turn out the lights, the game's over. They say that all good games must end. Call it a night, the game's over. And tomorrow starts a new game. Never lost all the calm in the play-by-play. What a crazy game. Never seen so many great plays. And now it's time to turn the lights. The game is over, who's never lost Norma. Bid you a pleasing good night, every you may be. Turn out the lights, the game is all over. We did say yes to the park fun. I made the gusses electric. There I beside the mountain to the air. Chase side and life, it's joy. The moments that stop our coming. It's that the lights, the game's over. Improvise line, must keep restrained. Call it a night, the game's over.